Good evening, my dear students. Today we are discussing about the urea cycle. What is our topic? Urea cycle. So, what is the urea cycle? What is the starting product? What is the end product of urea cycle? So, urea cycle starting product is toxic compounds. One is a carbon dioxide, and another one is the ammonia. Carbon dioxide is produced from our respiration system. Ammonia is produced from the amino acid. So the ammonium NH4 ammonium and CO2 carbon dioxide both are toxic in our body. It is eliminated as a urea. So the urea is a toxic compound eliminated from our body. How to eliminate it from our body? By the urea cycle process. So the urea cycle first occurred in the two places. One is mitochondrion place and second one is the cytosol part. Mitochondrion is the powerhouse of the cell. Except mitochondrion and except cell organelles, remaining part is the cytosol part. Remaining part occur in the outside of the cell organelles. So first what happened in the mitochondrion? So in mitochondrion, carbon dioxide and NH4 ammonium, utilize the two ATP molecules. It converts to a carbamyl phosphate. So in the presence of which enzyme? Carbamyl phosphate synthase 1 enzyme. Carbon dioxide ammonium is converts to carbamyl phosphate by utilization of 2 ATPs is converts to 2 ADP in the presence of carbamyl phosphate synthase 1 enzyme. So this is called as a carbamyl phosphate. So in here carbamyl phosphate, the NH2 came from ammonium and COO. This one is a COO, and remaining 2 ATP molecules is converts to 2 ADP. This product is known as a ATP product. So total compound name is a carbamyl phosphate. The carbamyl phosphate and ornithine, carbamyl phosphate and ornithine combine to form a citrulline. Ornithine, then the carbamyl phosphate present in the mitochondrion, and the cytosol part it containing the ornithine. So the ornithine containing the two amino groups. So one NH3 here, one NH3 here. Two amino groups, one carboxylic group. Two amino groups, one carboxylic group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon chain. 5 carbon chain. Two amino groups, one carboxylic group, and 5 carbon chain compound is known as the ornithine. The ornithine is presented in the cytosol part. It's entering into mitochondria and combined to carbamyl phosphate to form a citrulline. So ornithine containing how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. Citrulline also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. Finish. And as well as it containing the total how many amine groups? 1 and 2 here. So here also 1 and 2. One COO group. Here also one COO group. So the next one from C double bonded O NH2. The C double bonded O NH2 came from the carbamyl phosphate. Here only is NH2 C double bonded O. Remaining phosphate group, remaining ATP energy eliminated as a phosphate. So in the presence of which enzyme? Ornithine transcarbamylase enzyme. Carbamyl phosphate is presented in the mitochondria, and ornithine presented in the cytosol. Ornithine and carbamyl phosphate combine to form a citrulline in the presence of ornithine transcarbamylase enzyme. In the mitochondria, it produces the citrulline. The citrulline containing the one carboxylic group, 1, 2, 3 amine groups, and one ketone group with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon chain. It is known as a citrulline. The citrulline presented in the mitochondria entering into the cytosol part and combined to asparatate. The asparatate containing the 2 carboxylic groups and 2 CH2 groups, 1 NH3 group. So here also containing the 1 amine group. Here how many amine groups? 3 amine groups. So total 4 amine groups. Here how many carboxylic groups? 1 carboxylic acid group, but here 2 carboxylic, total 3 carboxylic acid group is produces. Name is known as a arginosuccinate. So up to here, up to C double bonded, up to same structure of the citrulline. C double bonded O, NH3, CH2, and NH2, and NH2. Up to here, same compound is citrulline, and aspartate. The aspartate is added at the second position. Added at the first position of the carbon, replaced with the ketone group. The total name is known as a arginosuccinate. The citrulline combined to aspartate form a arginosuccinate in the cytosol part in the presence of arginosuccinate synthase enzyme. By utilization of ATP energy, it converts to AMP. Two phosphate molecules are utilized in this area. The next one, the arginosuccinate eliminated the fumarate. Fumarate means only this one part except NH. In the aspartate, except NH, remaining part is known as a fumarate. The fumarate part is known as a fumarate part. The fumarate part is eliminated from the arginosuccinate in the presence of arginosuccinase enzyme. It produces the arginine. Arginosuccinate produces the arginine in the presence of arginosuccinase enzyme, eliminated as a fumarate. So the arginine containing total how many amine groups? 1, 2, 3, 4 amine groups, and carbons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. How many carboxylic groups? 1 carboxylic group. So this is known as a arginine. The arginine play a key role in the elimination of the carbon dioxide and ammonia. So eliminated as a urea by utilization of water molecule. The arginine is by utilization of water molecule elimination urea. What is the urea? NH2 and C double bonded O NH2. This one part is eliminated as a urea NH2 C NH2, but the water molecule is splitting into H plus and OH minus. So in this O molecule act as a ketone group C double bonded O NH2 C double bonded O NH2. This is known as a urea, and remaining part is known as ornithine. Again ornithine combined to carbonyl phosphate and continue the total cycle is known as a urea cycle. So what is the key points of the urea cycle? What is the key point? What is the importance? What is the important part of the urea cycle? One is the mitochondrial part and cytosol part. In mitochondrial part having the CO2 NH4. In the cytosol part produces the urea. The next one, urea end product is the mainly involved in the amino acid synthesis. What is the importance of the urea cycle? It is involved in the amino acid synthesis, and the amino acids combine to form a protein. So indirectly the urea involved in the synthesis of protein molecules in the body. So this is about the urea cycle. If you have any doubts, tomorrow we will discuss.